Welcome back to the action here at the PSB Tip-Off Classic, Tennessee. Didn't take long for either team to get the board going here as it's now a 3-2 ball game. Advantage the Alabama Roadrunners. Strong move inside and going to be fouled there. Is number 4 for Team Tennessee, Springer. No good on the first free throw. Roadrunners with the ball, tripped up there on the play. Tripped up there on the play is number 20, Jalen Maddox. You see Team Springer with the ball. They go inside. That shot's blocked by the Roadrunners.
Catch it with two hands, Katie.
Charity Brown with the ball. Loses it on the spin move. Too strong on the pull-up jumper there, but Roadrunners get a offensive rebound. They'll have another opportunity, and they cash in on it. Layup drill there for number 24, Kayla Carter.
Marcus, I'm going to slide back in here, doing a little gym monitor responsibilities here, checking in on some of our other games. And to be honest with you, I had to get a Nutri-Grain bar here to power us through this last game.
Yeah, man, great brand, wrong flavor, man. Apple cinnamon, man. Got to do the apple cinnamon. And I think at this point, after a full day of what you've managed all day today, I think you'll take any flavor Nutri-Grain serves right about now.
I'm with it. But this is going to be a good matchup here. I'm sure you probably already mentioned her name. Lily Carter, 2016 prospect, number 4 in orange. Was on the USA basketball team, national team that won the FIBA gold medal last year. But let's not sleep on this Alabama Roadrunners team here. 32, Caitlin Rogers, a number of other prospects that we'll talk about as the broadcast goes along.
Going strong to the hole there and drawing the foul, number 20, Brianna Smith. Smith's first free throw on the way. Count it. 7-4. Not for long as it's now 7-5. 13 minutes, 19 seconds at the play. Here in the first half. 7-5 advantage in favor of the Alabama Roadrunners. Foul there. That's going to be 3 free throws.
Well, we've talked about it all day on our other broadcast, Marcus, but it's a good chance that listeners are tuning in for the first time here this evening for this last game. Inaugural year here of the Peach State Basketball Tip-Off Classic, Tennessee version. Strong showing of teams that have showed up. Not only the Alabama Roadrunners and Team Tennessee, but also West Virginia Thunder, Kentucky Premier programs, Tennessee Flight teams that have been here. Very excellent showing of teams and competition. And The number of schools and coaches that have showed up have been impressive too. You know, you look down there along the baseline, Arkansas State, Vanderbilt, mentioning UAB being here most of the day as well too, assistant as well, assistant from Indiana. So you talk about you know, opportunities for exposure. Good chance for these young ladies to come in here, be able to play against good competition and get the exposure that they need.
As the Roadrunners trying to add to their tally here. Blocked inside there by number 30, Jordan Majors, 14 Tennessee. Carter can't finish at the other end. Her reinforcements behind her, unable to get it to go. Both teams fighting inside on both sides on the glass. Roadrunners get it inbounds, but it's lost. The elbow jumper there, knocked down by number 5, 14 Tennessee, Olivia Miniat. That short range J no good by Charity Brown. The spin move, shot won't go. Majors continues to work inside. Ball's going to stay with Team Tennessee. Last touch by the Roadrunners.
Yeah, I predict that this is going to be a very, very contested game all the way through. I think ultimately this game's going to be determined on the glass. Nice little lob right there to Chastity Carter. Gets it to go. But I think the glass, who is able to control the defensive glass, who is able to get more second shots, ultimately going to be the determining factor here. Nice little high-low look there for the Alabama Roadrunners. Inside to number 10, Janae Simpson from Hoover High School.
Simpson had just checked into the game. Didn't take her long to get a bucket at all. As you mentioned, out of Hoover High School, a place that kind of makes you assume a certain amount of talent from a player if they're representing that particular school. They're loaded from top to bottom when you look at their athletic programs. Simpson looking to go to work again. This time she's going to be fouled and go to the free throw line. Simpson definitely looking to make the most out of her minutes here after just checking into the game. First free throw to go. Into the game for the Alabama Roadrunners, 0-0. Caitlin Thomas into the game for Team Tennessee, number 31, Rayana DeGray. Two free throws knocked down there by Simpson. 11-8 ball game. Three-point splash, Colin Springer. Tough step back. Way short there. Rebound by Team Tennessee. Brianna Smith going to have it stripped away. Roadrunners doing what they do and running. That layup's going to be missed, but Janae Simpson continues to work. She's no good on the second attempt, and that's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by the Roadrunners, so it'll go back over to Team Tennessee.
Let me tell you something, Marcus. Lots of energy going on this floor right now, up and down, back and forth. You talk about the amount of energy being exuded out here, every loose ball being contested. Exciting to see even late at night
They're definitely not playing like it's a game with a 9:10 or 9:20 start time. Both teams appearing fresh. Three-pointer is short though.
Too much standing around. Too much pass and cut. Pass and cut.
It's an 11-15 ball game, a 4-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. Carter gonna try 3 of her own, just off the back of the rim.
Oh, good defense there by Brianna Smith, I believe.
Yep.
That's her name. She just finished that layup just a minute ago. Caitlin Thomas out of Shades Valley did a great job of securing that rebound. Unfortunately for Thomas, can't convert the outlet pass, and Smith is going to try to convert some free throws.
Makes good on the first. Making it 11-16, 5-point advantage for Team Tennessee. Can't get the second one to go. Rebound inside by Thomas. Step back 2. Won't stay down. Brianna Smith has it for. Good heads-up call there by the official. That was a backcourt violation.
Yeah, right there on the line. Right on top of it. Good piece of officiating.
Yeah.
And the Roadrunners are going to come up with it now.
Simpson, that pass is intended for Thomas. Tennessee Springer gets a hand on it though. That three-pointer no good.
We've got bodies flying all over the place, Marcus.
They're hustling, man. Aaliyah Holmes going to the floor to try to get that one before it went out of bounds. We're going to have a 30-second timeout called. With 9:31 left to play here in the first half, 11-16 ball game. We'll take a short break as well and be back shortly. We are back from the timeout. Roadrunners off to the races. Gonna kick it back out. Simpson working inside. Number 10, Janae Simpson. She's been nothing but productivity. She's been nothing but productivity since she's come in about 5 minutes ago. She's already got 6 points, making her presence felt there inside. 2 substitutions for the Roadrunners. One, number 32, Caitlin Rogers, as well as number 12, Charity Brown, back into the game. Of course, pass inside is going to be tipped and then taken by Team Tennessee. Jump ball called, and it'll stay with Tennessee Springer. Number 10, Kennedy Bell, checks into the game for Tennessee Springer. Carter with it. Cross-court pass. Nice defense being played here by the Roadrunners. Three-pointer on the way. That's well short.
Hit the ball like the
for the Roadrunners, number 24, Kayla Carter. Weaving in and out of traffic there. Backdoor cut. A little bit too strong on the layup attempt. But that ball's going to be last touched by the Roadrunners, so it'll stay with Tennessee Springer.
Boy, lots of energy. Not a lot of execution out here, Marcus.
Yeah.
But you really got to admire what these ladies are out here doing. And I really like that play that was just executed, though, however, by Team Tennessee. Number 31, Rihanna DeGray from Mount Juliet. Sets that diagonal screen that makes a reverse pivot, comes right back to the basketball, draws the foul. And great execution on that and gets to the free throw line to converts the first of two.
Second one on the way. It bounces around. Goes down for as number 30, Jordan Majors, back into the game for Team Tennessee. That pass going to be stolen away. But no play was stopped prior to that.
Catch and turn before you pass. Catch and turn.
Charity with the ball. Gonna get it over to Rogers. Rogers fouled on the floor. That foul gonna go against number 38. 14 Tennessee. Nice rebound there by Carter. The strip there. A different Carter. Kayla Carter with the spin move and the finish.
Good finish there by Kayla Carter, doing her best Asia Durr impersonation, not only with the headband and the elbow pad, but also with the transition finish. Unfortunately for the Roadrunners, they don't do a very good job in transition here and give up the easy lay-in.
That's going to be a backcourt violation. Back into the game for the Alabama Roadrunners, number 10, Janae Simpson. Simpson had 6 points in her first stint of the game earlier here in the half. We'll see what she can do with her second trip into the game. Also, Emma Wallen checks in as well. She's going to give Jalen Maddox a breather.
Emma Wallen, one of 3 triplets on the team from Lauderdale County. These kids have generated a little bit of buzz out of the Alabama area because of, well, their talent, but also the fact that there's 3 of them. And we'll see, and we have seen all 3 at different times.
Nice pass. Unable to finish, though. Simpson has that shot blocked. Nice defense inside by Team Tennessee Springer. They get it to Carter.
Yeah. Carter can be electric when she gets going downhill like that. She's done a particularly good job of rebounding on the defensive glass today. But there are times where you would like to see Carter even be a little bit more assertive on the offensive end. As you can see it for obvious reasons. What she can do when she gets going downhill like that.
She gets the ball now on the inbounds. Nice pass. Shot won't go. Number 20, Brianna Smith, the rebound. She's fouled inside.
Roadrunner coaches pleading for the straight up verticality, but the referee saw something a little bit different. They saw a little tap on the arm. Smith will convert the first of 2 free throws here.
And they kind of had to call that one after that last drive by Brianna Smith. Even had a couple of the Roadrunners assistant coaches kind of look like, man, we kind of dodged the foul bullet on that one. They were surprised that the foul wasn't called there. So good player like Brianna Smith doesn't complain about it, gets right back in there, fights for a rebound, gets a trip to the free throw line. Then comes in and teams up with number 30, Jordan Majors, to force a jump ball.
Hey, you always got to like that press right off the free throw. They jump them real quick, force the turnover. Now here the baseline out of bounds, same play again. This time, however, number 30, Jordan Majors, can't get it to fall.
Spin move there by Kayla Carter. She's fouled on the play. She'll head to the line to shoot 2. 15-24 ball game in favor of Team Tennessee Springer. 5 minutes, 41 seconds left to play here in the first half. First free throw knocked down by Carter. Checking back into the game, number 31, Rayana DeGray. As number 4, Chastity Carter, is going to have a seat. Both free throws made by Carter.
A little sideline break here. A little throwback right here. Yeah, I like it. Get it up the floor quickly.
A jumper off the mark. Going to be last touch by Tennessee Springer. Back over to the Roadrunners. All ahead to Kayla Carter. Stolen right back by Team Springer. Majors wants it inside. She gets it. Goes right at Simpson, but loses the ball. And we've got a back and forth ping pong kind of game here right now.
And it's just kind of been the personality of the game the entire time. Both teams really scrapping, playing hard. And hey, we get our first opportunity at all 3 of the triplets out there at the same moment.
I would press, if I were the Roadrunners, I would just press right off the bat, because I would love to test the hypothesis of if it's more intimidating to the offensive player to see 3 people that look just alike crowding them on defense. Brianna Smith with it. Gets it inside. Nice block. That block was by number 1, Emma Walling.
Emma saying, hey, I might only be 5'5", but I can get up and block a shot too.
That last play definitely exhibit A. That shot's knocked down by number 31, Rayana DeGray, for Tennessee Springer. Checking back into the game for the Roadrunners, number 20, Jalen Maddox. Also back into the game, number 32, Caitlin Rogers. Smith. Three-pointer from the top of the key, just short. Maddox going to get it over to Walling. Walling with a nice pass to Maddox. The layup wouldn't stay down.
Boy, that was good play. Just unfortunately couldn't quite finish it just quite yet. Certainly a nice pass, way to hustle. It's going to be interesting in the second half to see how this game kind of evens out.
Chastity Carter getting a nice rest on the bench there for Team Tennessee Springer. Smart to give her a blow while you can. It's Rihanna DeGray knocks down another one from outside.
That's her second one, isn't it?
Yeah. Gray gets it out top. Foul called on the play. Foul called on Jalen Maddox. Timeout by Team Tennessee Springer. We'll take it with them. When we get back, we'll bring you the final 2 minutes, 36 seconds of the first half. Ready to resume play from the timeout. Marcus Burnett joined by J.L. Hemingway here at the PSB Tip-Off Classic, Tennessee edition. Team Tennessee Springer versus the Alabama Roadrunners. The winner will meet the West Virginia Thunder in the championship of the KeilMoorePSB bracket.
Yeah, it's shaping up to be a good one regardless of which team comes out of this particular semifinal game. West Virginia was quite convincing in their victory this evening. And both of these teams are playing quite hard. It's going to be interesting to see who can convert that energy and that effort into some execution.
Strong take in the finish by Alexis Allard out of Ravenwood High School. Here's Walden, going to drop it off.
I like it. Oh, dump off pass right there on the break.
Drops it off to Caitlin Rogers out of Winona High School.
Oh, nice shot right there. Winona, if I'm not mistaken, won the state championship this year in their classification in Alabama. Starting point guard of Winona was actually at our EVA Top 40 camp.
Boy, was he.
No, girls. She was at our Top 40
Gotcha.
camp. Yeah. I believe she was a freshman. And I'm kicking myself right now because I don't remember her name. But
was it Tyra Johnson?
No, Tyra
wasn't Tyra. Okay.
Tyra was at the CoachHemi.com showcase. But the boys, we did have Cedric McGinnis come through for the CoachHemi.com showcase, and he was a standout for sure. Of course, you can't forget Josh Coleman that also played on that team, was already signed to go to Alabama. But say all that to say that Winona's got some pretty talented basketball players.
Yeah. Strong take there by Jalen Maddox. Comes down hard, but she's able to bounce right back up. She's got 2 free throw opportunities waiting on her. 1 minute, 8 seconds left to play here in the first half. First free throw, good by Maddox. Charity Brown and Aaliyah Holmes back into the game for the Thunder.
Marcus, this is why you take notes, or I guess this is why Brandon pays me to take notes. Jayla Morrow, 2017 point guard,
Nice.
Winona High School, starting point guard for the state championship team. I've got a good memory, but I got a bad memory all at once. I can remember facts, but I can't always remember names. But Morrow played on that Winona team, was at the EBA Top 40 camp, really showed well. And more talent coming out here at PSB events here today.
More talent checking back into the game for the Alabama Roadrunners, number 24, Kayla Carter. Here's Chastity Carter with the ball. 14 Tennessee, the step back. Nice defense being played there by Charity Brown.
Yeah, she didn't really give Carter a whole lot of space, just dared her to take that step back, and when she did, she was right there on the contest. But no answer for that defensively.
As we see a couple words exchanged on that last bucket there by Carter. So this was already an intense one. Both teams bringing out the best in each other. Trying to make sure that they get one of those spots in the final tomorrow. 23-36 ball game. Number 30, Jordan Majors at the free throw line. 9.7 seconds left to play here in the first half. Free throws missed. Holmes.
Oh, that looked good.
That's going to do it for the first half. Stick with us here on Prospects Nation TV. We bring you the second half of this semifinal matchup in a matter of minutes. All right, welcome back to Prospects Nation TV. Marcus Burnett. I'll be joined by J.L. Hemingway shortly. So we get ready for second half action. It is the Alabama Roadrunners versus Team Tennessee Springer. Winner of this game gets the West Virginia Thunder in the championship game here of the KeilMoorePSB Bracket. PSB Tip-Off Classic, Tennessee. So got plenty of action down there in Atlanta as well at the Georgia edition of the PSB Tip-Off Classic. We appreciate you joining us here. Tune into this matchup. It's been a contested one. Back and forth as we see Carter save that ball. They're going to say it was last touched by the Roadrunners. So over to Team Tennessee Springer. Brianna Smith with it. Catch and shoot threes, no good.
Box her out. Y'all standing and looking, and the girl's running around. You put a body on her. Get her out of there. Full court. Up 30.
Ball back over to the Roadrunners. Got the pressure being applied here by Team Tennessee. Charity Brown gets it across the timeline. Her and Carter have been going at it all game. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds there. Nice defense inside. So this game has featured some solid moments, both from a guard play standpoint as well as inside. Buckets and rebounds not easy to come by there. Brown loses the handle temporarily. Maddox to Brown. Brown with a deep three. Off the mark. Brianna Smith with the ball for Team Tennessee. She's done a lot for them, not only getting them set up on offense, also doing a great job rebounding from the guard position, as well as her defense. Here working inside is going to be Jordan Majors. She gets another trip to the free throw line. Majors, first free throw. Off to the left.
Pick it up. Let's drive to the basket.
Second free throw. It's no good either. Ball tipped around.
Let's go.
Carter with the mid-range J. No good along the baseline. Another rebound there for Brianna Smith. Carter gonna drive, use a little bit of the weight room. She gets Wallen out of her space and gets the bucket. Your thoughts on that move and what you've seen from Carter, period, here in this game, Henry?
Well, Carter, I really like to see Carter be aggressive, look for her shot, more often. She's so unselfish at times, she's so talented that at times you would like to see her look for her own shot, in moments like that. And she just has such a great touch around the bucket. And as you see her here, can't grab that one, but it's interesting with this, Team Tennessee. They've had some kids step up and, put in some buckets, from beyond the arc. The McGray kid, I believe, DeGray, I should say, had a couple of jumpers. So this game has just had, not just a lot of momentum. It's hard to say that Chastity should do this or shouldn't have done that, because quite honestly, both teams are just playing so hard that it's preventing anybody from getting into any type of rhythm.
Travel called there against Brianna Smith. She's been impressive here, number 20 here in the orange jersey for Team Tennessee Springer. She's been impressive this game, not only setting up the offense, but rebounding the ball, getting steals, being able to finish. Earned a lot of trips to the free throw line in the first half. Your thoughts on her play and compliments of Carter?
Smith is one of those glue players, I like to call them, blue-collar glue players that gets in there, like you said, rebounds, defends, just going to do whatever needs to be done. You're going to mix it up. It doesn't really matter if it's on the perimeter or inside. You got to love those kids. Sometimes kids get too stuck into cubby holes, you know, like I say, well, I'm just a point guard. I play here. And whatever, you know, goes on outside of my little circle, well, somebody else has to take care of. No. Smith is one of those kids that says, hey, I'm just out here to play 94 feet. I'm going to do it. And she's a big reason why Tennessee is where they're at in this game.
Yeah, she's done just that. 13 minutes, 5 seconds left to play in this one. Simpson going to try a three on this one. Off the mark there, as I think she kind of went out of her cubby hole there. Stepped out to kick a three-pointer. Maybe might not need to go back into the cubby hole, but maybe inch a little bit closer to it.
Well, we all got to figure out where our safe zones are, I guess. A kid like Smith, you know, Brianna Smith, you know, like we're talking about, she's a kid that can exert her will in many different ways without doing too much. Other people, well, you know, it's sometimes you got to pick and choose.
Yeah. That's going to be a foul against Team Tennessee Springer. Coach Springer thought his players were in position straight up. Didn't agree with the call, but nonetheless, Kayla Carter's at the free throw line, misses the first free throw.
Yeah, I would have tended to agree with Coach Springer right there. Looked like Clark was barreling out of control, but it's not the way the referee saw it, and that's the most important opinion out here.
Pretty much. Ball stripped away there. Walden gets a hand on it, and then Carter's right there to pick it up. That three off by Walden. She tries to save it. So we're going to have a timeout. We'll take it with them. 24-38 here with 12 minutes, 16 seconds left to play. All right, well, we are ready to resume play. Fresh out of the timeout, Carter looking to inbound the ball for Team Tennessee Springer. They've got it, and now it's in the hands of Brianna Smith. Smith inside to DeGray.
Yeah. Big game for DeGray, huh, Marcus? Couple of three-point buckets, and now this post up and score. Big stuff for her today.
Showing she can do multiple things. As what we've seen, so are knocked down a few from outside. There in the first half, here we see her use that size inside to get the first part of a potential three-point play the hard way. With exactly 12 minutes left on the clock, 24-40 ball game in favor of Team Tennessee Springer. Gray misses the shot, gets her own rebound, and will take another trip to the free throw line.
Goodness, Marcus, she's on a roll here.
She's on a roll, and if you're the coach for the Alabama Roadrunners, that has to frustrate you. You're already trying to cut a deficit that continues to grow against a very talented team. On top of that, you cannot take a free throw opportunity that's missed and let that same shooter be able to get their own rebound.
Great point, Marcus, and I predicted early in the first half that it would be the glass that would be ultimately the determining factor. I'm not sure if I'm going to be right in all that, but at least early on here, Team Tennessee has done a good job of getting more second shots than Alabama.
Strong approach to the hole there by number 44, Alexis Allard. She will go to the line, 24-41. Tennessee Team Springer kind of in a groove. Seems like every possession or every other possession is either a bucket or a trip to the free throw line. They're getting the shots they want, they're getting the ball where they want to on the court right now. As Allard steps back up to the free throw line. That's Cash. $18-point advantage for Team Springer. As Maddox going to draw the foul there.
Yeah, it's all about easy buckets, Marcus. And if you can't get easy buckets, well, then you got to find ways to get to the free throw line. And once you get to the free throw line, you got to make sure that you knock them down.
Maddox can't get that first one to go. (25-42) ball game. After that second free throw, here comes Wallen the other way. Gets it to Kayla Carter. Kayla Carter with the spin move. Carter goes down hard, pops back up quickly.
Yeah, Carter's played tough, played hard, been on the floor. Got to admire a kid like that gives such great effort.
Couldn't agree more. Play hard the entire game. We'll see if the Roadrunners can feed off of that type of energy. Try to cut into this 17-point deficit. Post up inside. Caitlin Thomas working. She'll go to the free throw line.
Thomas, post player, rebounding specialist. Went to Shades Valley High School this year. She knocks that first free throw in. Shades Valley actually won the 6A state championship in Alabama. Winona actually won the 5A class championship, and actually was speaking to Thomas's father in between games here, and he said that a total of 6 players on this squad have won state championships, or won a state championship last year. So lots of success, a lot of talent for sure with this Roadrunner squad.
Definitely not bad common ground to have, state championships. We're going to have a jump ball called there. It'll stay with Tennessee Team Springer. Back into the game for the Alabama Roadrunners, number 1, Emma Wallen. Three from the corner, no good, but following her own shot. Can't get that one to go either, but it's going to be last touch by the Roadrunners. Jalen Maddox on the save attempt. Stepped out of bounds, so it'll stay with Team Tennessee. 15-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. 10 minutes, 17 seconds left to play in this one. As number 3, Ella Wallen, comes back into the game. As both teams getting plenty of free throw work here in this game over the past few minutes.
It's a positive spin on that, Marcus. Free throw work.
Right. That free throw off the back of the rim. Kennedy Bell at the free throw line, can't convert on the free throws. Here's Wallen with the push.
Oh, okay, Wallen.
Wallen has had nice plays this game as far as being able to get the ball on one end of the floor, push it quickly, and make the right decision, whether it's taking it herself or being able to drop it off for a teammate. They could get more of that going, possibly try to cut this 15-point deficit to something a little more manageable.
Good look inside.
Missed by DeGray, but rebounded by DeGray and back out top.
Another good pass inside DeGray. DeGray has been as valuable to this Team Tennessee squad here this evening as much as any player, as good as Carter is and has been. It's been DeGray's work on the glass.
Yeah.
You know, the buckets that she's put in, I think that have been really the difference at this point.
DeGray's impact on the game definitely being felt. She misses that second free throw, rebound by Caitlin Rogers. Comes Wallen. Nice jumper right there. It goes for number 12, Charity Brown. Three-point look for Team Tennessee, no good. Walden with the rebound. Some good things have happened when she's pushed it. She's gonna throw it cross court. Oh. Hard foul there as Caitlin Rogers goes down. Pops back up, so she's okay.
Yeah, it's good to see no harm. Well, we can't say no foul because there was a foul, but at least no harm there.
Rogers drives baseline. Kick to Charity Brown. Carter, nice pull up. It's just short. Definitely see she spent some time over the course of the past year. Remember seeing her in July down here at our PSB event last year. She's definitely gotten more comfortable being able to use that pull up and the jumper that she's worked on.
Yeah, good point, Marcus. And her game just continues to round out for sure.
Pass inside by Olivia Miniette. Finished by number 22, Lauren Ransom. (29-46). Advantage Team Tennessee Springer. Studied it for a second, decides to take the three-pointer. And gets the home bounce there, number 45, Ronjanae DeGray.
The DeGray sisters have had a big evening. But Chastity Carter has had a big evening on the defensive glass, too.
Definitely using that athleticism to rebound. Maniac misses it, follows her own shot. She gets the two-pointer there. The attempt, unable to get the make. Rebound by Caitlin Rogers. Rogers hesitates but decides to take it. And she'll go to the line. .20 advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. Cut to 19 after that Rogers free throw. Six minutes, 51 seconds.
Uh-oh. Is that DeGray that came up limping right there in the corner?
So Ransom, Lauren Ransom.
Ransom, that's right.
Looked like she might have tweaked that knee briefly, but she's okay now.
Just gets called for the travel, unfortunately.
Kayla Carter with it. Gets it over to Wallen. Now Maddox going to try a three.
Yeah. Good shot there by Maddox.
Maddox shot makes it a 34-49 ball game. 15-point advantage for Team Tennessee. The backdoor cut. That was reversed there by Carter. Nice job of not giving up on the play by Maddox.
Yeah.
Plays through a little bit of contact there and is still able to get the deuce to go. And we nearly have Carter with a steal there. That would have been a great momentum changer.
We're going to get a timeout instead of the steal right there.
Well, that's a heads-up play by Coach Springer right there.
Yeah, and just in the nick of time, too.
As this lead has been cut to 13 points. 6 minutes, 8 seconds left to play in this one. Roadrunners showing the most momentum they've shown the entire game here. They've been able to get a couple buckets. Multiple coming from number 20, Jalen Maddox, also out of Hoover High School.
Well, notice that they've done a good job of not giving Team Tennessee, I'm talking about Alabama, not giving Team Tennessee a second and a third look, on offense. Team Tennessee has missed a couple of layups here, and they've been able to turn that into points on the other end.
Strong take right there by Brianna Smith. Going to call the foul on the floor. Team Tennessee ball out of bounds. Nice play right there, Ransom.
And that's the go-to baseline out of bounds play that they have right there. Screen and seal. They're not really looking for the cutter. They're looking for the screener. Turns her butt right back to the defender and then cuts right to the rim. Good, strong power dribble. Carter can't get it to go.
Emphasis on power dribble, man. That was a solid power dribble right there, bro. That sounded like some of the NBA power dribbles I've caught in the hospitality room on a couple breaks here today. But the shot will not go for Carter. It'll be the Roadrunners ball, 15-point advantage for Team Tennessee. Jalen Maddox has went to the bench for the Roadrunners. She was a spark plug for them over the past few minutes. We'll see who picks up the torch as they continue this comeback effort with just over 5 minutes left to try to make it happen. Brown behind the back. Ball's touched last by Team Tennessee. It'll stay with the Roadrunners as Rihanna DeGray checks back into the game. Wallen needed to get it in. Got it in, but it was right to Smith. It's a good look at a three-pointer.
And a big three, too.
That pushes the lead to 18. Not for long as Caitlin Rogers steps out, knocks down that jumper, cuts the deficit back down to 16. 38-54. If Team Tennessee Springer is able to hold on, we'll have some intriguing matchups, not just on the guard side, but also on the interior when you look at that potential matchup with West Virginia Thunder tomorrow.
Yeah, it will be interesting, you know, Chastity Carter, you know, versus Tara McCutcheon. But then on the interior, you talk about, you know, the DeGray sisters and how effective they've been. You know, can Sarah Price and the Thunder forwards, are they going to be able to neutralize what Team Tennessee does?
We'll see the answer to that question. The more important question is, do the Alabama Roadrunners have enough in the tank to try and complete this comeback?
Well, I would say that they definitely do have enough in the tank. They've played with energy all evening long. The question is going to be, can they convert enough plays to be able to get this right? And up until this point, they've been a little bit inconsistent in, you know, finishing plays, layups, and even keeping Team Tennessee off of the offensive glass. So heading into this last 3 minutes and 50 seconds, will ultimately tell the story.
40-55 right now. We get ready to resume play from the timeout. It will be the Alabama Roadrunners ball there along the sideline. Number 1, Emma Wallen, put it in play.
Oh.
Gonna have a foul here. Rihanna DeGray goes to the floor, tripped up on that play. So it'll be Team Tennessee Springer's ball out of bounds. 3 minutes, 43 seconds left. Majors tries to move before she had gotten the ball, and it'll go right back to the Roadrunners. Charity Brown with it. Wallen back over to Brown. That's a good look for the Roadrunners. It won't go though. Rebound inside by DeGray.
Oh, good rebound there.
Rebound by Caitlin Rogers. Been a physical presence all game. Deep 2 taken by Brown's no good. DeGray with yet another rebound. Still a 40-55 ball game as we are just under the 3-minute mark cookies taken by Wallen and the layup drill on the other end.
Yeah, nice finish right there. Good quick hands. And here come the Wallen triplets.
First steal was Emily Wallen. Sorry, first steal was Ivy Wallen with the finish, and then coming right back was Emma Wallen with the steal of her own. 2 minutes, 41 seconds left to play in this one. 13-point deficit. Not over just yet. 42-55.
Now, definitely not over yet, especially if those Wallen kids keep shooting the gaps and a couple of three-pointers here and there. Quick turnovers, steals. Game is still within striking distance.
Yeah, man, we've seen the Wallens crank the defense up here for this Roadrunners team. They'll need to continue cranking as we've got a touchdown pass intended for Carter, but Wallen gets back and gets it. There's Maddox on the drive. Maddox helped kind of ignite the run about 2-3 minutes ago. Got a breather. Now she's back in the game on the charity stripe.
Yeah, she's been a big part of this, Marcus. Getting on the glass, but hitting the jumper, you know, from three-point range. You know, really showing her versatility. Good-looking prospect.
She misses that free throw. So it is a 12-point game, 43-55. Tennessee Teen Springer leads. Here's Majors. Jordan Majors running the floor, getting the finish inside.
Oh, Clark. Big bucket right there. Clark has been huge for Alabama, Marcus. You really got to like her energy. Handling the ball, sacrificing her body. Almost Trey Burke style, huh?
The whole game. Agreed, the whole game. It's her three-point play the hard way. Kayla Carter has brought them to within 11 points. Pass inside to Majors. Majors going to be fouled on that play. So another trip to the free throw line for Jordan Majors. Majors knocks down the first one. Here's the second. Rolls around, stays down for it. That's going to make it a 46-59 ball game. 13-point advantage for Team Tennessee. A turnover that the Roadrunners did not need right there. Not that you ever need one, but this late in the game, comeback effort still going. You don't want it there.
Running the offense well. But can't get it to convert.
Maddox has that blocked by Carter. Carter off to the races.
Oh.
Give the Alabama Roadrunners credit. You know, with all of Carter's talent, they're not giving away any layups, or they're trying to minimize the amount of plays she can make. They're contesting everything.
Yeah, you're right. Play ugly. Even if it is ugly, you might give yourself a shot to win, and that's what they're doing here this evening.
That's the Chicago Bulls for the past 3 years.
Right.
Ugly the game up, play defense, figure out a way to win it. The ball stolen there. 3-point opportunity there for number 31, Aaliyah Holmes. Gets the front end to go.
Nice little drive right there. And if you're Team Tennessee, Coach Springer, you got to be talking to your kids about, you know, not putting them on the line, not stopping the clock. Things like that are important.
As we approach the final minute mark, it's 48-59, 11-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. Carter's going to be fouled on the floor. Just the first foul under the 2-minute mark, so still a foul away from it being a free throw shooting situation. Majors inside to DeGray. DeGray.
Oh. DeGray's been impressive to me here today. Her ability to score the ball. But right there, that's a foul that Chastity doesn't need to give up.
As our Coach Springer echoes that sentiment. 12-point advantage for Team Tennessee Springer. 42 seconds left.
Uh-oh.
As both players collide over there. Brianna Smith's okay. She hops up. .9 seconds left to play. 12-point advantage.
Hey, that's 1-on-1.
Gonna have a timeout by Coach Springer. 38 seconds left to play in this one. We'll take a timeout with them. All right, we are back from the timeout. We've got 38 seconds left to play in this one. Appears safe to assume that it will be Team Tennessee Springer versus the West Virginia Thunder in the championship game tomorrow. And we saw Coach Scott Johnson kind of scouting this game for West Virginia Thunder. I'm sure he was able to notice Rayana DeGray, who just got the finish there on the offensive end for Team Tennessee Springer. She's been huge today.
Yeah, she's been key for Team Tennessee. Interestingly, she started off by hitting a couple of three-point jumpers at the beginning of the game, but quite honestly, it's been her post play that has sealed the deal down the stretch.
And that deal is officially sealed right now as the clock strikes 0, and that is a 49-63 victory for Team Tennessee Springer. Thanks for joining us here on Prospects Nation TV. We'll see you tomorrow here on Championship Sunday.